Okay, I also wanted to give you an example of a rotation using the coordinate grid. Rotation, usually they would have us rotate it by 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees, or 360 degrees, just goes back to where it was. A handy way to do it is to actually draw in the rigid L shape that would go to the point that we want to rotate around. First one, I'll just have us rotate around the origin, but you could do it about any point that you want. So let's make the rigid L shape that goes back to the origin, and it's 3 over and 1 up. And then if I'm going to rotate this 90 degrees, so starting at, this is considered 0 degrees. If we go that direction, this is 0. And if I want to go 90 degrees, I would go that way. And then this is 180, this is 90, 180, 270, and then a full 360. So I always kind of start with this bottom one and figure, okay, this little thing is going to flip that way, so that means it's going to go 1 quadrant over. So this L shape will now go down here, and this is the new point. You can do another L shape that goes to that one. So that L shape, which is 4 over and 1 up, now goes 4 and 1 right there. And then this last one is 3 over and 1 and 4 make 5. So this is 3, 5. So I go 3, 5. So I make this triangle goes over here. Okay, and then if I want to do the same thing, 180 degrees, now this rigid L shape, I can imagine rotating over to here, and it's going to be 3 over and 1 down, and 4 over and 1 down, and 3 over and 5, so now it makes 3 over and 5. So my new shape comes over here. And finally, if I want to go 270 degrees, now it's 3 and 1, so it goes all the way over to here. And it kind of makes a swirl shape, or a swastika, I guess is one way you can think about it. 4 and 1, and 3 and 5, so 3 and 5. So those rigid L shapes go like that. Okay, so this is the starting triangle. This is rotated 90, and I like to use what's called the right hand rule. You take your right hand with your thumb pointing up, and that grabs the origin. And you start with it out, and it rotates that way. So 90, 180, 270, 360 is all the way around. Okay, let's just do one more example where I rotate about a point that's not at the origin. So let's say I had this triangle. And let's just say I wanted to rotate around that point right there. And this is kind of funny because it's actually in the middle of the shape. So say I wanted to rotate 90 degrees, so I'm going to start here and go there. So this is, let's make this rigid L is going to go over here. And then this rigid L, it's 1 and 3. When it comes down 1 and 3. And then this rigid L is 2 and 1, and it flips 2 and 1. So maybe I'll do a different color here. This new triangle, rotate it like this. Okay, and you can see that these two triangles are congruent. So using that little, and you can get pretty crazy with it and do all sorts of fun designs just using rotation, rigid transformations using these L shapes. So have fun with it.